And now it's time for the second installment of a brand new feature here on Maui TV News. Noted local actor, writer, and theater critic Paul Janes-Brown joins Maui TV News for another edition of Curtain Call. On Wednesday night this week, the Maui Arts and Cultural Center was the site for the showing of a new version of Taylor Camp.
41 years ago, 13 mainland young people who had been jailed for vagrancy on Kauai were given sanctuary by Howard Taylor, actress Elizabeth Taylor's brother. He had been thwarted from building his dream home, and partly as a way of getting back at the powers that be, and partly as a thoroughly altruistic gesture, he began what later became known as Taylor Camp. The communal experiment began in 1969 and ended in flames in 1977. Unspoiled by the commercialism that infected the counterculture and turned it into the mainstream, these young spiritual and social explorers lived, loved, procreated, anesthetized themselves, and tried to coexist with the straight society and the local people on Kauai. This extraordinary social experiment is chronicled in a masterpiece of cinema that screened in Castle Theater on Wednesday. The film, directed, shot, and edited by Robert C. Stone, co-produced with music supervision by Tom Venditti, and produced by John Wareheim, features Wareheim's glorious black and white photos. As great as the photos are, there would be no story without Stone's virtuosic filmmaking. The filmmakers tracked down and interviewed as many of the original campers and locals as they could, and those interviews, interwoven with the photos and backed up by Venditti's masterful musical background choices, make up a film that everyone who went to or wished they had gone to Woodstock will cherish. It's more than a film. It's a living document of the universal, perennial cultural clash between the next generation coming of age and wanting to live as they see fit, and their disapproving elders who wish they would just get a job, settle down, and be mirrors of the status quo. This new version of Taylor Camp, called the Festival Final, has been further edited based on the audience responses over a year of screenings. Stone has actually improved on perfection. The Festival Final comes in slightly under 90 minutes, has some new photos and interviews, and is tighter but doesn't leave anything out of the story. Taylor Camp is a glorious cinema experience which should be in line for a Best Documentary Oscar. It chronicles a time, not unlike the one we are in right now, where we were mired in an unpopular war. It makes you wonder, what will it take for us to learn how to live together? In the words of the late Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., we must either learn to live together as brothers, or we will die together as fools. Buy this film. I guarantee you will love it, and it will live with you for a long time thereafter. You can purchase the DVD and a beautiful book. For the details on how to do that, go to MauiTVNews.com and click the link to Coming Attractions. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. I'm Paul Janes-Brown. Until next time, ahui ho.